Welcome to Elementary Python for CBSE. Today we are going to discuss data representation. Whenever we are providing some value to the computer, that means we are having some input, then the data must be represented in a form that the system can process. The data that we provide, that is in human readable form, and it has to be converted to machine readable form. So we will see how numeric and character data they are represented in machine readable form. We will discuss how numeric data is represented using different number system like binary, decimal, octal and hexadecimal. So the data that we provide, that is in decimal number system, this is represented in octal or hexadecimal in the memory as they occupy less space, and processing is done in binary. So conversion must take place from one base to another base. We will see binary addition under binary arithmetic. And finally, we'll discuss about different encoding schemes like ASCII, ISCII and Unicode. Numbers are framed using any number system. In everyday life, we constantly deal with many quantities, many numeric quantities, and numbers, they are represented using digits. Commonly used number system are decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. This number system, they are basically positional. That means each digit of this number system is associated with some positional value. In earlier days, number system that is used or counting is done using numbers or digits that were not positional. That means each digit was not associated with any positional value. Each digit represented the same value. Like they generally used pebbles or sticks for counting, and each pebble or stick represented one or any other value, which is the same for all sticks or all pebbles. However, this number systems, binary, decimal, octal and hexadecimal, each of the digit in this number system, they have some value associated with it. The number of digits used in a number system is called its base or radius. Decimal number system is used in our day-to-day life, and it is so called because it has 10 decimal digits or 10 digits starting from 0 to 9. That means any number can be framed using a combination of these 10 digits. Since it uses 10 different digits, it is called a 10 base system, or the base or radix of this number system is 10. The positional value of each digit is some power of 10. This power starts with 0 and increases towards the left, decreases towards the right of the decimal point. That means the digit which is immediate left to the decimal point will have the positional value 10 power 0, and the one which is immediate right of the decimal point, that will have the positional value 10 power minus 1. Let us consider a number set 254.75. The digit which is immediate left of the decimal point is 4. This will have the positional value of 10 power 0. The next digit 5, it will have a positional value of 10 power 1. 2, it will have a positional value of 10 power 2. The leftmost digit always has the highest positional value and is known as the most significant digit. Similarly, the digit to the right of the decimal point, it will have the positional value 10 power minus 1. The next one will have the positional value 10 power minus 2, and so on. The rightmost digit, it will have the least positional value, and hence it is known as least significant digit. So we can represent this number 254.75 as 2 into 10 power 2 plus 5 into 10 power 1 plus 4 into 10 power 0 plus 7 into 10 power minus 1 plus 5 into 10 power minus 2. 2 into 10 power 2 means 2 into 100. This digit 2, it is said to be in hundreds place. Similarly, 5 into 10 power 1 is 5 into 10, that is 50. So 5 is said to be in tens place. 4 into 10 power 0, that is 4 into 1, which is equal to 4. So 4 is said to be in units place. Similarly, 7 into 10 power 1 is 7 by 10, which is 0.7. This is 1/10. 5 into 10 power minus 2 is 5 by 100, which is equal to 0.05, which is, so 5 is having a positional value which is 100. In binary number system, only two digits, that is two binary digits 0 and 1 are used for representing any numeric quantity, where 0 represents the low voltage and 1 represents high voltage. The data that we enter through our keyboard that is not in a form that can be processed directly by the computer, and that needs to be converted to some form in which it can be processed, and this is the binary form. So binary number system is used for internal representation of numeric data in the computer so that it can be processed easily. Binary number system is a two-base system as it uses only two binary digits, and each digit of a binary number system it is associated with a positional value which is some power of 2, starting with 0, increasing towards the left and of the decimal point and decreasing towards the right of the decimal point. Some valid binary numbers are 1010, 11.01 and so on, and 23872, these are invalid because they use digits other than 0 and 1. So let us consider a binary number, say 1011.01. Then we can say the digit which is to the left of the decimal point, that is 1, it will have a positional value 2 power 0. The second one will have positional value 2 power 1. The third one it will have 2 power 2, and the fourth one it will be having the positional value 2 power 3. Now the leftmost digit will have the highest positional value, and it's called the most significant digit, and the rightmost digit it will have the least positional value, and is called least significant digit or least significant bit. In this number we can say the power for this digit is 0, 1, 2, 3. So we can represent the number as 1 into 2 power 3, 0 into 2 power 2, 1 into 2 power 1, 1 into 2 power 0, 0 into 2 power minus 1, and 1 into 2 power minus 2. For every day we use decimal number system, or the data that we provide that is in decimal, and processing is done in binary. But binary number system, it takes a large amount of space, and for convenience of representing the data internally in memory, two intermediate number system, that is octal and hexadecimal number system, are used. So octal number system, it is basically used for internal representation of numeric quantities in memory, as octal number system or octal numbers take less space than binary. Octal number system is an 8-base system as it uses 8 digits, that is 0 to 7. Each digit of the octal number is associated with a positional value which is some power of 8, starting with 0, increasing towards the left of the decimal point and decreasing to the right of it. Some valid octal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 0, etc. But 9, 8, 5, 1, 8, 2, these are invalid, as 9 and 8 they are not used in octal number system. 463.2 is an octal number, so we can say digit which is immediate left of the decimal point will have the positional value 8 power 0. The next one 6 will have positional value 8 power 1. The next one 4, it will have a positional value of 8 power 2. The digit which is to the right of the decimal point will have a positional value 8 power minus 1. So this digit 4, it is the most significant bit as it has the highest positional value, and this rightmost digit, it is the least significant digit as it has the least value. So in this number 463.2, the positional value of 4 is 8 power 2, positional value of 6 is 8 power 1, positional value of 3 is 8 power 0, and positional value of 2 is 8 power minus 1. The hexadecimal number system, it actually takes less space than binary, octal and hexadecimal, and it is used for internal representation of numeric data in memory. It uses 16 digits 0 to 9, and then the value 10 to 15 they are represented using the alphabets A to F, which are considered as digits in hexadecimal number system. Since 16 digits are used, it is called a 16-base system, and each digit in the hexadecimal number system is associated with the positional value, which is some power of 16, starting with 0, increasing towards the left of the decimal point and decreasing to the right of it. Some valid hexadecimal values are 1A456100, etc. Hexadecimal number 13D.4, the digit D, which is to the immediate left of the decimal point, it will have the positional value 16 power 0. 3 will have a positional value 16 power 1. 1 will have a positional value 16 power 2. And the digit which is to the right of the decimal point, that is 4, it will have a positional value 16 power minus 1. So this one, it is the most significant bit as it has the highest positional value, and this digit 4, it is the least significant bit as it has the lowest positional values. Conversion from decimal to binary, octal and hexadecimal. To convert any decimal number to binary, octal or hexadecimal, we will divide the number by the new base. Suppose we want to convert to binary, then we will divide the decimal number by 2. To convert to octal, we will divide by 8. To convert to hexadecimal, we will divide by 16. Then note down the remainder. Divide the quotient again by the new base and repeat the process till the quotient becomes 0. That means when no further division is possible. Collect the remainders in reverse order, and this is the number in new base. For converting the fractional part, multiply it with the new base and note down the carry in the order in which they are obtained. Let us see some examples. Suppose we want to convert 35 into binary, octal and hexadecimal. To convert it to binary, we have to divide it by its base, that is 2. So when we divide 35 by 2, the quotient is 17, remainder is 1. Again we repeat the process, divide it by 2, quotient is 8, remainder is 1. Again we divide, quotient becomes 4, remainder is 0. Further dividing, quotient becomes 2, remainder 0. Further dividing by 2, we get quotient as 1, remainder as 0, where we see that no further division is possible. Now we collect the remainders in reverse order to get the binary number, that is the corresponding binary equivalent is 1,000,011, 1,000,011. To convert to octal, we will divide 35 by the base 8. So we get the quotient as 4, 8 4s are 32, and remainder is 3. Now no further division is possible, so we stop here, and the octal equivalent is 43 for 35 in decimal, or 35 in decimal is 43 in octal. Similarly, to convert to hexadecimal, we divide it by 16, we get the quotient as 2 and remainder as 3. So no further division is possible, hence the hexadecimal equivalent for 35 is 2, 3. Let us see another example having fractional part as well. So to convert the whole number part, we will divide it by new base, but to convert the fractional part, we will multiply it with the new base. To convert 100.25 into binary, we divide 100 by 2 and we get the quotient as 50, remainder 0. Again dividing, we get quotient as 25, remainder 0. Again dividing by 2, we get quotient as 12, remainder 1. Again divided by 2, we get quotient as 6, remainder 0. Again on dividing by 2, we get quotient 3, remainder 0. Further dividing by 2, we get quotient as 1 and remainder as 1. Now no further division is possible. So collecting the remainders in reverse order, that is 1 1 0 0 1 0 0, it is the binary equivalent of 100. To convert the fractional part, we multiply it by 2 and write down the carry in the order in which they are obtained. So on multiplying 0.25, we get 0.50, that is no carry, so carry is 0. Again we multiply Now we get 1.00. So fractional part becomes 0. No further multiplication is required and the carry is 1. So 100.25 in decimal is 1100.100.01. Similarly, to convert it to octal, we divide 100 by 8 and multiply 0.25 by 8. So on dividing by 8 we get quotient as 12, remainder as 4. Again dividing by 8 we get quotient as 1 and remainder as 4. So 100 in decimal is equivalent to 144 in octal, and on multiplying 0.25 we get the value as 2.00, so the carry is 2. So octal equivalent of 100.25 is 144.2. Similarly, to convert to hexadecimal, we will divide 100 by 16. We get quotient as 6 and remainder as 4. No further division is possible, so 100 is equivalent to 64 in hexadecimal. Again, we multiply the fractional part with the new base, that is 16, and we get 0.25 into 16 is 4. The fractional part becomes 0. No further multiplication is required, and we take the carry as 4. So 100.25 in decimal is 64.4 in hexadecimal. For converting from binary, octal and hexadecimal to decimal, we will find out positional value of each digit of the number that we want to convert, multiply the digit with the corresponding positional value and find the sum of the products. Let us see an example. To convert this binary number 100,110.001 to decimal, we will find out the positional value of each of the digit. Since this is in binary, the positional value will be some power of 2, starting with 0 and increasing towards the left of the digit from the left of the decimal point and towards the right to the right of the decimal point. So we will find out these are the positional value of the digits. Now we will multiply each digit with the corresponding positional value. So 1 will be multiplied by 2 power 5, 0 with 2 power 4. Again the next one, that is 0 with 2 power 3, 1 with 2 power 2, 1 with 2 power 1, 0 with 2 power 0, 0 with 2 power minus 1, 0 with 2 power minus 2 and 1 with 2 power minus 3. Since we know that 0 multiplied by anything is 0, so we will neglect this and we will find the sum of the products of the digits having the value 1. So we get 1 into 2 power 5 plus 1 into 2 power 2 plus 1 into 2 power 1 plus 1 into 2 power minus 3. So this is 32 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 by 8, which is 38.125. So 100,110.001 in binary is 38.125 in decimal. Now we want to convert 137.5, which is octal number, to decimal. So the positional value of the digits will be some power of 8, starting from 8 power 0, increasing towards the left and decreasing toward the right of the decimal point. Now after finding out the positional value of the digits, we will multiply the digit with their positional value. So 1 will be multiplied with 8 power 2, 3 will be multiplied with 8 power 1, 7 with 8 power 0 and 5 with 8 power minus 1. So we get 64 plus 24 plus 7 plus 5 by 8, which is 95.625. So 137.5 in octal is 95.625. AF2.05. We want to convert this hexadecimal number to decimal. We will find out the positional value of each of the digit. Positional value of 2 is 16 power 0, F is 16 power 1, A is 16 power 2, 0 is 16 power minus 1, 5 is 16 power minus 2. This is because the number is in hexadecimal, so positional value will be some power of 16. Now we will multiply the digits with their corresponding positional value. So A multiplied by 16 power 2, since the A represents 10, so this is 10 into 256, that is 2560. F represents 50, so F into 16 power 1, that is 15 into 16, that is 240. 2 into 16 power 0, 16 power 0 is 1, so 2 into 1 is 2. and 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So we will multiply 5 into 16 power minus 2. So that is 5 by 256, which is 0.01953125. So the result in decimal is 2802.01953125. Conversion from binary to octal and octal to binary. One method is that we can convert from binary to decimal and then convert decimal to octal, or conversely from octal to decimal and decimal to binary. However, we can do it in a shorter way. As we know, each octal digit can be represented as a group of maximum 3 binary digits. We have the table here for the binary representation of all the octal digits. There are 8 digits 0 to 7, and the 3-bit representation may be 000, 001, 010 and so on up to, for 7 it is 111. So we can convert from binary to octal by framing group of 3 bits towards the left and right of the decimal point and writing their octal equivalent. If there are less number of zeros to the left or the right, then we may add additional zeros. We can convert from octal to binary by using the binary equivalent for each octal digit and then removing the leading and trailing zeros. Let us see examples. So the first one is from binary to octal and this one is from octal to binary. As we have discussed, we will frame group of 3 bits starting from the decimal point towards the left and towards the right. So as we move towards the left, we frame group of 3 bits, and for the last one we have a shortage of 2 zeros, so we add 2 zeros to the left. Similarly, as we move towards the right, we find that there are only 2 digits and there is a shortage of 1 zero, so we add a 0 to the rightmost group. Now we write down the octal equivalent for this binary groups. So 001 represents octal 1, 010 represents octal 2, 110 represents octal 6, and 010 again represents 2. The octal number for the binary value 1010.110.01 is 126.2. For converting any octal value to binary, we will simply use the corresponding binary 3-bit binary equivalent. So octal 2 can be represented as 010, octal 3 can be represented as 011, octal 5 can be represented as 101, and octal 4 can be represented as 100 in binary. So 235.4 in octal is 010, 011, 101.100. Conversion from binary to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to binary. Any hexadecimal digit can be represented as a group of maximum 4 bit. As in case of octal, it is 3 bit. In case of hexadecimal, it is 4 bits. So we can convert from binary to hexadecimal or hexadecimal to binary directly. Suppose we want to convert 1100101000.001. So we will frame group of 4 bits starting from the decimal point towards the left and towards the right. So this is 0001, 0010, and for the last one we are having shortage of 2 binary digits to frame a group of 4 bits, so we will add 2 zeros to the left. Similarly, towards the right we have shortage of 1 digit, so we will add a 0. Now we will write the decimal equivalent for each of this group. 0011 is hexadecimal 3, 0010 is hexadecimal 2, 1000 is hexadecimal 8, and 0010 is hexadecimal 2. So the corresponding hexadecimal number is 328.2. If we want to convert hexadecimal number to binary, then we will simply write the 4-bit binary equivalent for each hexadecimal number. So hexadecimal 4 is 0100, hexadecimal 6 is 0110, hexadecimal F is 1111, and hexadecimal C is 1100. So 4 is 0100, 6 is 0110, F is 1111, and C is 1100. Removing the leading and trailing zeros, we get 100 011 01111.11. So this is the binary equivalent for the hexadecimal number 468F1C. Let us now see binary addition. Two numbers can be added by using the rules of addition as 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, but 1 plus 1 is, the sum will be 0, but there will be a carry 1. As we know that 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 in decimal is equivalent to 10 in binary, so the sum is 0 and carry is 1. Let us now see one example. 0 plus 0 is 0. The sum is 0 and there is no carry, so we can write carry as 0. 1 plus 1 is 0 with carry 1. Now we have the carry, so we will add this to the sum. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Again 1 plus 1 is 0 with carry 1. Now we have 1 plus 1 is 10 plus 1. So we can have here 10 plus 1 is 1. That means 1 with the carry 1. So the sum is 11000. Numbers with a sign, they can be represented in binary form using either sign magnitude representation, 1's complement representation, or 2's complement representation. In sign magnitude representation, the leftmost bit is used as a sign bit, where 0 is used for positive and 1 for representing negative sign. Sign magnitude, it has some problems like the sum of positive and negative number does not yield 0. That means -2 and +2 in binary in sign magnitude representation does not result in 0. And also there are two representations for 0. One is for positive and another for negative. So to avoid this problem, 1's complement representation was used, where the positive number is the binary equivalent of the number, as in case of sign magnitude representation, whereas the negative number is represented as 1's complement of the corresponding binary number. 1's complement can be obtained by replacing the zeros with 1 and 1's with 0. 1's complement representation yields 0 when negative and positive numbers are added, but still it has two representations for 0. So to avoid this problem, 2's complement method is used, where a negative number is represented as the 2's complement of the corresponding positive number. 2's complement can be obtained by adding 1 to the 1's complement of the binary number. Plus 20, it can be represented in 8-bit format as 0010100. 10100 is the binary equivalent for decimal 20. In 8-bit representation, we can add leading zeros. The leftmost bit is 0, which indicates that this is plus 20. In place of 0, if you put 1, then this will represent minus 20. So minus 20 in sign magnitude representation is 1, which represents sign bit, then 0010100, this represents the magnitude, that is the value 20. In 1's complement, the representation of plus 20 is the same as that in sign magnitude, that is 000010100, and minus 20 will be represented as the complement of plus 20, that is complement of this number, which is 1110111. We will replace zeros with 1 and 1's with zeros to get the 1's complement. In 2's complement, the positive numbers, they are represented in the same way as in sign magnitude. So plus 20 will be represented as 000010100, whereas minus 20 will be obtained by adding 1 to the 1's complement of plus 20. Now when we add 1 to this 1's complement of plus 20, we will get 1 plus 1 is 0 with carry 1, again 1 plus 1 with 0 with carry 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, and rest we will just copy down 10111. So the 2's complement representation of minus 20 is 111011100. Characters entered through keyboard, they can be converted to binary using any encoding system or encoding scheme. So there are various encoding schemes like BCD, Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code, ASCII, ISCII and Unicode. Any encoding scheme provides a predefined way of converting or representing characters in binary. All the codes in any encoding scheme forms a code space, and one code from the code space is used for representing a single character and is called a code point. The number of bits used to represent any code point is called code unit. For example, the ASCII encoding scheme has a code space from 0 to 127 with total of 128 code points, and each code unit may have 7 bit for ASCII 7-bit code and 8 bits for ASCII 8-bit code. ASCII code, it stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is the most widely used encoding scheme. It is available in 7-bit as well as 8-bit code. The ASCII 7-bit code has a code space of 128, that is 0 to 127, which is sufficient to represent alphabets both in uppercase and lowercase, the digits, the punctuations, the control characters and other special characters. So using ASCII 7-bit code, A is represented as 1000001, B as 1000010 and so on. The digit 0 is represented as 0110000, 1 is represented as 0110001 and so on. The Bureau of Indian Standards adopted another coding system called ISCII, that is Indian Standard or Indian Script Code for Information Interchange, as the standard for representing Indian scripts. This ISCII encoding scheme, it can represent many Indian script including the Devanagari, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Malayalam, etc. As the structure of the scripts are similar, the same coding can be used for providing transliteration between different scripts. That means the same coding can be used for alphabets of Oriya and Bengali. So it is a 8-bit code. That means each character is represented as 8 bits having total 256 code points. Unicode, it is the multilingual code which is developed as a universal character set to define all the characters needed for representing majority of the known languages in the world. It is a 16-bit code, it is a multilingual code having a total of 1112064 code points. There are different formats for representing characters in Unicode, like Unicode format 8 and Unicode transformation format 16 and Unicode transformation format 32 and so on. Unicode transformation format 8, which is a variable length multi-byte encoding system developed by Kane Thompson, who is also the creator of Unix, and it uses different number of bytes known as octets to represent different characters. In UTF-8, various code points, they can be represented in decimal as U0 to U127, then U128 to U2047 and so on. In hexadecimal, they are U plus 00 to U plus 07F, which are represented using 1 octet or 8 bit, U plus 80 to U plus 7FF, which are characters represented using 2 octets or 16 bits, U plus 800 to U plus FFFF, which are characters represented using 3 octets, that means 24 bits, and U plus 10000 to U plus 1FFFF, which are characters represented using 4 octets or 32 bits. In UTF-1 octet, that means 8-bit representation, the leftmost bit is used as control bit, which stores control code 0, and rest 7 bit are used as data bits. With 2 octets, 3 octets and 4 octets, few bits from the starting of each octet are used as control bits and rest are used as data bits. Alphabet A having the code point U plus 0041 is represented as the control bit is 0 and the data bits are 1000001. That's all. Thank you.